What you're about to listen to is an excerpt from our Bad Batch episode 16 full breakdown and review. That video will be linked down in the description, and it'll be at the end cards of this video if you want to listen to the entire episode. I want to move on to my biggest problem with this episode. One of my biggest, not really problems, I don't know, just things that I wish happened. Okay, first of all, I love AZ-3. I love that droid. He's great. Him being in the show is awesome. I'm really glad they brought him back because we don't see him after the Fives arc, and it's like, what the heck happened to him? That Fives arc is one of my favorite arcs in the Clone Wars period, and him being there to add that little bit of levity and to be a partner to Fives was awesome. His voice is great, his design is great. AZ-3 should have died in this episode. I will stand by that until the day I die.
How could
AZ-3
you?
should have died in this episode. When they saved him, I'll break it down right now. This is a big thing for me. I mean, this whole series has been about, other than the Bad Batch, about the transition from the Republic to the Empire. The Republic is gone. Everything about it is dead and gone. This would have been, we just saw Kamino get obliterated, just destroyed, sunk into the ocean, gone, like the Republic era is gone. AZ-3 is one of the last, things we have to remember that era by, and having him die is like another nail in the coffin for the Republic. He was there with Fives, Order 66 on Kamino during the Clone Wars, helping out the Bad Batch, who were part of the Clone Wars. That was another reminder of the past, which they've been actively changing this whole show. They've been moving on to stormtroopers. They've been taking away all of the Republic colors, taking away everything from the Republic, destroying Kamino. Him dying would have been the final nail in the coffin, for me anyway, as a sign saying the Republic is gone. That scene was perfect. I mean, he was like, my mission is clear now, or like, my purpose has been fulfilled. You are safe, or whatever. And he just sinks. He lets go, and he knows he did his job, and he sacrificed himself for his friends. And then they just, Omega with one of the dumbest decisions to get out of the tube and go after him. Just watching it again, it just made me mad. Like, that was such a perfect emotional scene, and it's not even because I don't like AZ. I love AZ, but that would have been a perfect emotional moment. Now, sure, you have the crosshair thing, but you can still have that. Just have Omega get out, and then she can't get him, and Crosshair, pulls her out of the water, and he's still gone. You still could have had both moments. But instead, they just took away the big emotional, because you're like, oh my god, he's gonna die. They were building up to it with him running out of power the whole time. The music, when Omega gets taken down by that rubble, and AZ's the only one there that can help her. All that set up right up to the very moment, and he's finally, you can look up from Omega's tube, and it's just clear water. There's no debris, just a straight line to the surface, and AZ's satisfied he's done his job. And then the final reminder, that one of the final reminders we have of the Republic era, dies off along with Kamino. Would have been a perfect moment. But no, you gotta make sure you pull him out. Just Crosshair boops him out, and they just haul him out. Oh yeah, he's fine. We'll just charge him up. He'll be fine. Maybe we'll plug him into Gonki, and they'll have some one-liners. It just bothers me so much. That was a perfectly set up moment, and if they just pulled the trigger, if they just went through with it, I don't understand why they held back. Sure, this is partially a kids show, but they have not been straying away from dark themes in Clone Wars and in this entire show. There's, it's not just a little kid show. That was like that. I don't know. I was happy, not happy. I was sad when I saw it, but in the back of my head, subconsciously, I'm like, wow, what a great moment. And then they ruined it. I don't know. That bugs me. That will bug me. That's my rant. And how do you feel about that?
But yeah, with AZ, you said it perfectly. I'm not going to rehash that. I will say, why on earth is he still here? What is his purpose going to be in season 2? AZ was the Kamino droid. He knew all the secrets of Kamino. He helped him get to Nala Se's secret lab. He knew about the tunnels. Okay, cool. He was also the Order 66 droid, right? He helped Fives and Clone Wars get it out. He helped all of that. He helped Omega and everything like that. Kamino's gone. Order 66 already happened. Why is it? What is he gonna do? Like you said, give one-liners with Gonki? I don't know, dude. He's literally a medical droid for Kamino. Kamino's destroyed. There are no more clones. All their chips are out. I have no idea what they're gonna do with them. And even when I think about it, I think, oh well, Crosshair, if he shot her with like the grappling gun, maybe it would have hurt her. Like it can't hit her in the chest or something. It might impale her. He could have like shot her in the foot or something. She wears boots. Like Crosshair is the best marksman in the galaxy. Like that, there could have been a million ways to avoid saving AZ, but some reason they did.
And I'm not even done with that. I was gonna move on to my next thing with that.
Oh, he's got more.
Something
Let's hear it. Let's hear
something
it.
that
Oh, I
we
didn't know this was
something
coming.
we both touched on was the
Okay.
fact that Omega made the idiotic decision to open the tube underwater
The dumbest idea.
while there's debris everywhere to try to go get this probably very heavy droid. He doesn't walk around, he like hovers. So he's definitely heavy underwater when she's young and she's probably not physically very strong yet. Just such a dumb decision, but a decision that is in line with her character. This is something she's been doing all season. Every time there's an opportunity to save somebody, Omega's all for it. That is her most of her, conversations with Hunter. We have to go save this person. No. But we have to. Okay. And then they do it. That's been her big thing so far. And for the most part, I'm all right with it a lot of the time. She's naive. She's literally only been on Camino. She sees her brothers as like these brave soldiers who go out and save people, so that's what they should be doing all the time. I totally agree with that. And I would have been fine with her decision to do this if AZ died. What this does is shows Omega that you cannot always save everyone. Omega opens the door, stupid decision, goes down, tries her hardest, goes to grab AZ, try to pull him up, and she almost dies herself, gets pulled out by Crosshair. AZ is gone anyway, despite her best efforts. Sometimes you cannot save everyone. If somebody is like sacrificing themselves, you can't always, go in and sometimes saving them's not even the right decision, Rose. It's that would have been a great moment for her character that we've seen all season. She's been consistently doing this, where she, trying to save everyone. Got to save you. Let's, we got to make sure that this person's okay. We got to save Hera. We got to save the freaking guy from the bug episode. I don't even care what his name was. But here, instead of changing it up, making her feel differently, making a big character movement where she does that again, but this time it doesn't work. AZ dies, and she's like, she doesn't know what to do with herself. She feels like she failed. She's like, great, we could have a lot of interesting character moments with her after that, because all the emotions running through her. Like, this is something she thought, oh well, if we try hard enough and we go to save everyone, it works, and we do it. But this time it actively hurt everyone. If Crosshair wasn't there, who knows how she probably
Oh
would have
man.
just drowned. So that would have been a huge lesson for her as to you can't save everyone, and it would have been a great character moment for her. That's why I wouldn't have minded the move to open the pod in the end if they went through with it and killed AZ. That's what I thought was happening. That's like literally what was, paved. That's what they've been paving the way for, with her saving everybody, every single episode. I thought for sure AZ was going to die, and we would have a moment with her where she realizes that sometimes that's not the best choice, and sometimes you can't always do that. But just no, the thing with AZ, with the Republic and the Empire, that plus this development with Omega, that is a humongous missed opportunity, makes that my biggest problem with this entire episode.
I like how you framed that. It's in a way that I hadn't thought about before. Because I agree, it is in her character to do something stupid like that. I didn't really think
Yeah.
about that. But I I like it's unearned. Like you're saying, like AZ doesn't die like it's for nothing. It seems weak. It's unearned, and I think that's why I'm getting so heated about it as well. Because I didn't even think about. Oh yeah, that is kind of in her character. But I would like accept that again if she learns that big lesson. If it's earned, like if something happens
Yeah.
to make it impactful. But yeah. I really like how you framed that. I'm glad you
Yeah.
continued it because that
Yeah.
kind of
I mean,
puts some
imagine that
arrows to it.
plus what I said earlier about the fall of the Republic and the turn to the Empire with
Oh
AZ's
yeah.
death that represents, that combined would have been a huge moment. And I'm just really upset that we didn't get it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this clip was taken directly from our Bad Batch episode 16 full breakdown and review, which you can go check out now if you would like to hear the full thing. We also have live reactions and full breakdowns and reviews for every single episode of the Bad Batch, so if you want to check any of those out, you can click the links down in the description, which will take you to those playlists. Let us know what you thought about this scene in the comments down below. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? Or maybe is it something that you just never thought about until now? Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you check out all the other stuff that I mentioned, including the full review for this episode of The Bad Batch, and we will talk to you very soon.